Do you think lockdowns, COVID has had what sort of impact do you think it's had on people that you yourself and people you've worked with?
Lockdown and COVID has a massive impact on people's lives. And some people have a good coping mechanism, where others, it's such a massive change, then uncertainty of not being able to know whether, if you do get COVID, where you can survive. People have lost individuals because of COVID and they passed away, which is very sad. People have lost jobs. The whole way of working has changed. There's a paradigm shift. You no longer go to the office as much, and you're isolating in your own homes, and you don't have the mechanism of socialising. So that was quite stressful for individuals, a lot of anxiety. On a personal basis, I had a team of people that I tended to see on a regular basis. Everything's done virtual. When we have conferences and those type of situations, you're no longer meeting individuals face to face. So those uncertainty and those changes had a massive impact on stress.
So what do you think we should learn by this whole horrendous COVID period? What's the learning for you and for us from a stress point of view?
The learning for myself and for others overcoming lockdown and COVID is to build your resilience and a flexibility to adapt. This is imposed on us. It's up to us to have and make sure we have a coping mechanism to be able to overcome these, but to talk about it, because the coping mechanisms that are there before may not be harnessed enough, not be practiced enough, because this is a massive shift in the way we're being asked to interact with individuals. So the big learn is to make sure you can adapt.
Do you think some people clearly have had a negative effect on their mental health in COVID, but what about the other people who seem to have thrived on COVID? Do you think there's learning there as well about why are those people, certain people, I've met people who seem to have done remarkably well in COVID with their life becoming less complicated. I can't go down to the shop unless I think and plan through it. Do you think that's true for some people?
I think it's true for some people that COVID and lockdown has actually helped them, because they're in a more comfortable environment. They're not having to go out to the shops as much or to the office. That's because that's in their nature, that's maybe their personality, so they are thriving under those circumstances. So we need to be aware that people cope in different ways, and we have to have the ability to allow them to do that and to support them in the way we can.
A lot of people are saying, when can we get back to normal? Do you think there's a new normal emerging here from COVID?
There's an absolutely true fact that there is a new normal post-COVID. COVID is going to be around with us for some time, so we can't go back to the way it was. We can go back to a new way of living. As long as we accept that, it'll be a lot better for us as human beings, because we know that change is always going to come. And this is a big wake-up call for all of us, that in the new world, we have to be able to keep on evolving and dealing with stress in different ways.